Okay, guys, I want to talk to you about rejection. It's been on my mind a lot lately. A lot of comments. It's something that will always grow up in the dating world, and it's just in life in general. And I just want to genuinely give you my personal take on rejection before I give you any advice on the subject, because you might be at different stages. So if you've never approached before, I apologise, because sometimes it can offend someone who hasn't gone out and done it. If you've been approaching for a while and you're kind of accustomed to rejection, but it still bothers you. If you're at a stage where you've got success, but then you've experienced a rejection, a breakup, or the girl's flaked on you, or she's gave you what's called that stupid last-minute resistance, at any phase of the seduction, or even psychologically, if you feel rejected as a man, whatever, then I want to talk about my take on rejection, what I've learned in 10 years. The first thing I want to say is, doesn't matter. Like, I'm going to be straight with you. I personally couldn't give a flying crap how many girls reject me. Now, if you first see that, you could interpret that and go, it's quite aggressive. That seems like he's aggressive. That's coming from, but it's not. It's me going, I generally, I love women. I like myself, which is important. You should love yourself, and I know who I am, and I'm not. I don't care about rejection with girls in regards to girls. Yes, I have a fear in other areas, but when we're talking about women. And the reason I don't care is, and I'm going to tell you straight away, is because my experience. That's it. That's what it gives me. My experience gives me this information. So if you've never approached before and you're afraid of rejection, well, it's no surprise. It's nothing to be surprised about or be anxious about. It's because you've not got rejection. So there's different types of rejection. There's afraid of getting rejection because you've never had it and you won't even place yourself near it because you want to avoid it. But then you're pissed off because you can't get the girl you want because you're not willing to risk rejection. Then there's rejection where you've got quite a massive ego structure where you go out and you're getting rejected, quote unquote, girls are not stopping for you or they don't want to give you their number and it's really affecting your self-worth. There's that rejection. So there's different levels of rejection and I've experienced both of them. I've been through the one where I've been terrified to take on something new, which when I first started out, which was going out and approaching women, it terrified me, just even fantasizing on the thought. But I got over that, and I got over that of experience, and I've talked about it before, a certain amount of reference, sexual experience of women, and even, I think other coaches have spoken about it, a certain amount of good conversations were able to sort of reduce that fear. Then I went through this whole phase, which I call it, I call it almost a spiritual stage of game, where you do it so much, you get so much success, you get so much failure that you don't see it in the same way that the worldview does. It's like I went up to a girl and she's ground at me and she's walked away. You just don't care anymore. You're at a stage where you're at peace. So I'm now at a stage at peace with myself. So if you guys are ever wondering, what does Johnny think about rejection? Does it still bother him? Does he still grapple with it? I definitely still have fears. So there's definitely still fear in me of doing certain things, but I'm not afraid of rejection. I think the fact that I don't care, it enables me to get the results. So I want to tell you that I want you to go out and get rejection. I want you to embrace rejection. I want you to learn from it. And I want you to come up with your own philosophy. That's just my mindset. Secondly, I want you to know, and I want you to take comfort in the fact, nothing you will ever do with women will ever stop you getting rejected permanently. I'm going to repeat that again, you're going to write that on your forehead or on your bedroom wall. Nothing you will ever do with women will ever stop you getting rejected by women. I'll say it one more time. Nothing you'll ever do with women will ever stop you getting rejected from women. When guys hear that, they go, oh my God, that's liberating, because that doesn't mean you can't get success with women. That actually means once you accept that and you acknowledge that, you are free to get success with women. So that's where my saying comes from: failure equals success. What if I was to tell you that when I took you out, guaranteed you would get success with women, you'd definitely get laid from the street with an attractive girl that you like, you'd definitely undeniably get laid. But before you'd get laid, you'd have to go through a certain amount of rejection. You would have to get rejected by, let's just say for a number, 10 girls would have to turn you down, harshly reject you, blow you out, would not be interested in you, would just get you out of their life. But one attractive girl would sleep with you, would want to date you, would love you, would want to serve you for the rest of your life. How does that deal sound? What if I was to say to you every day you go out that 10 girls say no, one would say yes. So 50 girls a week would say no, but 5 attractive girls would say yes. That's 5 beautiful women a week. That's times 4. That's 20 women a month. That's times 20 times 12. Too much for my brain to handle. I'm not that smart at maths. So that's why I don't care, because I've got this deep inner knowing intuition, and through my experience, that I will get laid, I will meet women. It's a matter of time, it's a matter of approaches I do, it's how much I feel. But it doesn't matter that the rejection is it's just part and part. It's like saying, we're gonna make an omelette, we're gonna break some eggs. Can you fucking make an omelette without break? Of course you can't, you know? Can you go into the boxing ring without taking a punch? Unless you're Floyd Mayweather, no you can't. And even Floyd Mayweather gets hit, isn't that a surprise? So everyone gets rejected. The difference is, how do you handle it? Does it stop you going forward? I'm even going to say to you, get a little bit upset with the rejection, but don't let rejection hold you back. Now, if I sound like I'm a madman raving on, I am a madman. That's because I've had an amazing transformation. I love what I do. And rejection has always helped me out. Rejection, do you know what's held me back? Listening to other people who talk about rejection. So go out, get your own field experience, and then you'll come back to me and explain to me, are you still getting affected by rejection? If you should be getting affected in a positive way. So go out and fail your way to success, and don't let rejection hold you back. It is part of the process. It will get you laid. Bye.